Hello. Yeah, so this is a live stream. First time doing one. Don't know if anyone is online to even see this, but it's more or less a test. So there's just something that is bothering me that I want to get off my chest. I feel most of the time I feel that waste management problems or challenges are not really problems or challenges. They are things caused by us strangely. They are unique to us. There are things that we can easily fix but just refuse to. So that really pisses me off. There are so many things or problems that will just vanish if we just decide not to do certain things. Just choosing to not do certain things. And then so many so-called environmental problems will vanish. A lot of the time we blame infrastructure. That's what we do. But the issue is not really infrastructure, to the best of my ability. I don't think the issue is infrastructure, because we have to do the right thing for the right thing's sake. Um, just because it's the right thing, you need to do the right thing. And then, um, if you really want to do the right thing, you find a way. So, screaming about lack of options and all that, I feel it's just they're just excuses for people who want to just do the wrong thing. Now to the main thing that is really bothering me, that is open waste burning. It's a really big issue as far as I'm concerned, because we are polluting the environment, we are harming um, people, and most of the time the harm doesn't come to us directly. It goes to our neighbors, it goes to our friends, it goes to people close by, and then the one burning the rubbish just uh, is comfortable and is okay. So a lot of people make the argument that, oh, I'm burning it in my house, so that makes it okay. But when waste is solid, it's confined, and whenever you burn it, you change it into another form, another medium, which is not confined, which spreads. It goes into the air and goes to, because it's a liquid or fluid in nature. It's gaseous in nature. It goes to, sorry, it's not liquid. It's fluid. It's gaseous in nature. It goes to other people within the community. A lot of the time, we don't really know the effects, the harm of waste burning. But we need to look at the gases that are caused from waste, that arise or that result or that we generate as a result of waste burning. So we have carbon dioxide, which in itself is something you have to exhale, not breathe in. If you are breathing in carbon dioxide, in other words, you are supposed to breathe in oxygen to survive. If you are breathing carbon dioxide, then you're not breathing in the oxygen that you need to live. That is the first thing. The second thing is carbon monoxide. And carbon monoxide, it's a very dangerous gas. A lot of people don't know about it. When we were younger, we were told, hey, don't be in the garage, or our parents should not be in the garage. Start the car on with the garage door closed. the reason for this is carbon monoxide. And what carbon monoxide does is that it binds to the hemoglobin in the red blood cells. So the way that respiration, or the way that we live, is that oxygen comes to the through our nose. The blood picks it up from the lungs. It picks it up because the oxygen binds onto hemoglobin, which is within the red blood cells. The hemoglobin goes and sends this oxygen to the various cells of the body, which make use of the oxygen. They make use of it. That is, the oxygen is used in the process of releasing energy in the various cells. And then, once it loses the oxygen, carbon dioxide generated out of the process of the technical term anyway, the process of the energy generation or metabolism, the carbon dioxide, which is waste, then binds onto the hemoglobin, which then transports the carbon dioxide to the lungs, and then we exhale the which transports the carbon dioxide to the lungs, and then we exhale the carbon dioxide. What carbon monoxide does is that it binds onto this hemoglobin in an irreversible chemical reaction. So for the oxygen and the carbon dioxide, they are reversible chemical reactions. So the oxygen, when it gets to the cells, can release the oxygen. The hemoglobin, when it gets to the cells, can release the oxygen. And then the carbon dioxide, the hemoglobin, when it gets to the lungs, releases the carbon dioxide. But carbon monoxide binds onto this hemoglobin in an irreversible reaction, and it doesn't let go. So that means that the space that would have been occupied by the oxygen, or where the oxygen will bind onto, is occupied by the carbon monoxide, and oxygen cannot bind onto it. And this is irreversible. So that means the longer you breathe in carbon monoxide, the more spaces that oxygen can occupy to save your life is reduced till it's zero. So that means you can be in the oxygen, all right, but your blood cannot absorb the oxygen to send it to the cells. You die. Yes. So that is what carbon monoxide does. And then the other gases are toxins. A lot of things that are burnt as waste. You have what do you call it? You have plastics and other things. Some of these things contain very poisonous things. Some metals and other chemicals, sulfur and so forth. So it's just poisons basically. Poison means it will kill you if you breathe it in. So basically, people are burning things, releasing poisons that will eventually kill people when they breathe in. Then the other one, the last dangerous component arising out of waste burning, to what I think is really, really dangerous, is there are these cancer-causing chemicals that whenever you breathe in, some fumes or these cancer-causing chemicals are released whenever plastics are burnt, and these are proven by science. So these chemicals that are released, they get into your body, and then later on along the line, will make you to have cancer and kill you. So these are all reasons why we shouldn't be burning waste. Now, a lot of the time, people do this without any good reason. Because I talk to people, I see it, and I interact with people. So I'm not just speaking, but there's a reason for saying what I'm saying. They don't have any reason, because a lot of the time when you find the quantities of rubbish that are being burned, They are so small that even if you gave it to the waste management people, um, they won't even charge you money for it. That's how small some of these quantities are. But people would still burn them because they want their convenience. Aside that, uh, people will burn them because they don't want to spend money on waste management. But who should spend money and pay for their waste while you burn yours? Pay nothing. And in doing that, cause harm to us, to the environment, to our health, to lives, financial loss. Because if you are sick, you have to go to the hospital. You need to get treated. The time you are spent working, that time you'd spend at the hospital. So productivity is reduced. Money that would have been generated if you are working is lost. And people actually die from this. People die from this. Not only are people dying from this, just dying, but funerals have to be made, families have to meet, all sorts of things. And we lose the potential, we lose what we would have gotten from that human being that we've lost. And as I'm saying, a lot of the time, the victims are not the ones burning the rubbish. They are just the recipients or the sufferers of the actions of others. So honestly, I feel it's very wrong. I've confronted a lot of people about this. I feel it's very wrong. This is something I've been confronting for God knows how many years now. So many years. If I think even before I started my company 8 years ago. So many years. I feel that I don't see why your convenience or your seeking for comfort or your interest. Sometimes people even do it just because they have become used to doing it, so they do it. People do it just because they want to do it, they are doing it. I met one lady who told me she likes the smell of burning plastic or burning rubbish. So, I mean, that is the reason why you feel people should die. I don't think that is right. And you talk to people and they will actually fight you. Ghanaians will fight you, will be angry with you, insult you, call you names. Why? Because they just want to do what they want to do. There's no really any basis, any foundation for what they are doing. And as I've mentioned, whatever they are giving are just excuses. They are nothing to justify that. So people will be angry with you, but I feel that people burning waste, playing the victim, are in the wrong. There are avenues to address this. If someone is doing that, I feel the best thing is report them to the right authority. So we have the environmental health officers in all of the assemblies, the municipal assemblies, and so forth. So you just get to any of them and draw their attention. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're the evil person. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel you are doing something wrong. Someone is actively doing an activity that is making you sick or that is killing you, whether instantly or gradually. So you are the victim, not that person. And don't feel bad. And don't feel like, oh, that's my friend, that's my family, that's my neighbor. No. A family, neighbor, friend should seek your interest, not do as they please and not care because they want to do what they want. No. It's indiscipline, is wrong, is evil. So do well to report to the nearest environmental health office as much as possible to whoever, to the one that has authority over where the waste management, where the waste burning is happening. And I assure you they will take action. A person will pay money, huge amount of money. I'm sure that when they pay money like that over time, they'll start to rethink their actions and rather feel that they will pay less money to manage their words properly, so they should do the right thing. So I think that is the that is the way to go. And that is how we can handle, or we can deal with this thing. So I want to just talk about this because something that's been bothering me for years. And anyway, I'd like to also, if there's a way to offer an opportunity to, or not, I won't say, how do I say this? There's a way to go to a public space and do education out of it. Because I've spoken at schools, spoken at churches, spoken on TV twice, spoken at a program maybe once. So if you have a medium that you think I can come to and then educate people on this, I'll be very happy. You can reach out, you can send a message, send a contact, and then let's do this. Let's do this. I feel it's really, really wrong. Something we have become used to. And it's something we have to stop. It's something we can stop in a short space. This doesn't take years to solve. It doesn't take months. It doesn't take weeks or days. It's just something in an instant. If you want to fix this, we'll fix this now. It's something that we have to spend time to try to solve. The harm is caused. The harm is being caused. So we need to fix it now. Yeah. Well, this is what I want to talk about. I think there was something I wanted to say which I forgot. I'm trying to recall. That's why I'm still talking. So it is wrong. Report the person doing that. They are not the victim. You are the victim. Yes, I've remembered now. So even if let's say someone wants to save money from managing waste, think about it in this way. Is it legal? Is a crime? Is there any excuse or any justification we can give for doing the wrong thing? I mean, in relation to the things already mentioned, or comparing, or bringing to perspective the things I've already mentioned. So let's say someone is selling cocaine, or someone raped somebody, or somebody killed somebody. Imagine someone did any of those things. Is there a justification and excuse you accept for such kind of behavior? It is wrong. That is all there is to it. It is wrong. So I don't think that if you will not accept a justification for someone raping somebody, I don't think you should accept a justification for someone burning rubbish. Especially someone is burning rubbish because of their convenience. Imagine how terrible it is. They are committing a crime and they are doing it only for their convenience. Would it be comfortable if it was a terrible crime? No. So for that sake alone, you need to report such kind of action. You need to report such kind of action. If the person who committed the rape is a friend, is a relative, is a neighbor, we say, oh, it's okay because a friend is a relative, is a neighbor, then he has raped a 2-year-old girl, or she has stolen somebody's money. So because of that, it's okay because a friend is a neighbor, it's a relative, it's his family. No, you wouldn't do that. They don't do the same when it comes to waste money. They don't do the same when it comes to environmental crimes. There are many of them. They don't harm one person, they harm everybody. And a lot of the time, their effects is devastating. You will not see the harm now, but harm is going on. People are getting sick because every morning people wake up and the first thing they do is go and burn rubbish. People are dying because people burn carpet, linoleum, plastic carpets, shoes, ties. So these are heavy fumes, toxins. They burn them, they spread to the whole area. People cannot breathe. They burn them in the streets, in the gutters. You are passing in front of it. You are only breathing in the toxin, the poison, only breathing in the carbon monoxide. And as everyone is passing there like that, more or less they are only walking to their death. And a lot of people feel it's okay. They wake up, that's the first thing they go and do. Whatever it is, they want to burn it. Some small biscuit wrapper, they want to burn it. Huge waste fabric, huge amount of waste fabric, waste ties, waste carpets, plastic carpets, shoes. Some of these things are even things they can give to somebody. A lot of these things are things that can be recycled. Plastic bottles, such as they can be recycled, but they choose to burn them for their convenience, not caring the harm that they are causing to other people. So please, if you yourself do this, stop. First of all, stop. And then, second of all, if you yourself do this, first of all, stop. And then, second of all, if someone is doing it, please report the person to the environmental health office of the municipality in which the waste burning is occurring, for that person to be dealt with. Thank you. I'll end it. Anyway, if you have questions, I think you can put them here. Someone is asking if I like chicken nuggets or chicken tender. I can't really tell the difference between the. I'm sorry. I'm back again. Sorry. I can't really tell the difference between chicken nuggets or chicken tender. But I like chicken anyway, so definitely not Skylar 51. Hello, I see you. Kuse Madini, I see you. I didn't expect anyone to be online to even find this live feed because I've not sent any invite or anything. At Palo MR, I see you. I'm really grateful that you guys have joined. Really grateful that you guys are watching. Really grateful about that. So thank you. If you have any questions, just put them up and then I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. The bad lighting, all that. I mean, it's not really. I'm not really at a studio. Yeah, just an environmentalist educating people. So forgive me for that. If you have any questions, please type it. I'll just get right to it. Maybe we can do maybe 7 minutes. If you have a question, just type. I'll answer it. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Hi to everyone that is listening. Are there any questions? Had an audience of up to 22 and it's gone down to 2. So you two guys are amazing. Really appreciate you. Okay. And enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'm sure I'll do this again sometime. Maybe properly and send invitations and all. Okay. Bye.